Okay, so this is the search string here, and what you're basically gonna do, after this Q equals question mark, in today's video, I'm gonna share with you how to make $1,000 a day from Google. You guys ever hear the saying, April showers bring May flowers? Well, check this out. Look at that, that's like a foot of snow, at least. It is middle of April right now. This is really legitimately crazy. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Paul James here. I am so happy you're here. Like the title of this video says, I'm gonna share with you how to make $1,000 in a day from Google. So if you're excited for today's video, do me a favor and show me that you're excited by smashing that like button. Also, if you've never been to the channel before, again, what is up? I am Paul James. This is the place where we talk about entrepreneurship, making money, starting businesses. So if you're new here and you're into any of those things, I'd highly recommend that you drop below the video, you hit the subscribe button, and after you subscribe, if you comment on my video saying I subscribe, I will go through, I will read your comment, I will reply to it, and I will welcome you to the tribe because I am so excited that you're new here and that you're part of our YouTube family. So thank you for doing that, and I look forward to sharing a lot more cool tutorials with you. Alright guys, so this video is really cool because it leverages a secret search string, and I'm gonna share with you what that search string is. But what we're basically gonna be doing is we're gonna be looking for people who are suffering from a Google penalty. And by fixing this Google penalty, there is a good chance that we will get them ranking inside of Google. Now, when they rank inside of Google, that means that they're gonna have more customers coming through their door or calling their phone, just in general, more leads. And when business owners get more leads, like pretend it's a dentist. If they get more leads for cavities, root canals, cleanings, teeth whitening, you know, some of those services actually make them upwards of $2,000 and maybe even more. They're gonna have no problem paying us money to help them do that. And that's what this video and this method is all about, and I can't wait to share it with you. So I don't wanna waste any more time. Let's get into it. Let's hop on the computer and break this down. All right, guys, so what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be leveraging a technique that is going to help people rank better in the search results. Now, the reason why this is so important is because if you pick the right niche and market, you're gonna find business owners who are willing to pay you $1,000, even $1,000 ongoing every single month, because you're providing something to them that's helping them grow their business. You're providing something that's helping them get more customers. So I'm gonna share with you a strategy that leverages a search string that's gonna help you do that. But before we get into that, I want to show you how you can actually find a niche that is worth going after. So I like to use this tool, keywordseverywhere.com, because it's free and it's a Chrome extension. And what it's actually going to do is when you click install for Chrome, it's going to give you the ability to add this to your browser, and it's going to put this little icon up here. You can see it up here. It says K. And that's how you'll know it's installed and ready to go. So just follow their on-screen guide to install this, and that's gonna be step one to actually finding a lucrative niche. The next thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna actually go to the Google search engine, and you're gonna wanna start typing in an industry that you think you might wanna work in. So this could be an industry, maybe you have a family member or a friend or something that you've been involved in that you feel like you know a little bit about the industry. It doesn't have to be a lot because you can always learn more about the industry, but it's helpful if you know a little bit about it. Like, I don't know, maybe you have a parent who works at one, or maybe you've worked for a company of this type before. So it's just gonna help out. So I might come in and I might type in dentist Cedarburg. And what's gonna happen is we're gonna get this search volume metric right here. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you can see that. And it says that 20 people a month are searching for this. Now, this is the thing. If you can position someone higher in these map results, and that's this right here, you're gonna have these dentists getting more calls. They're gonna be getting more patients into their office. They're gonna have people coming in to get their teeth cleaned. They're gonna have people coming in for getting fillings, getting root canals, extractions, dental implants, right? All these high ticket services. I mean, some of these services are billable of over $2,000. So they're gonna be happy if they get some of those every single month to pay you $1,000. So that's really the big picture and why business owners are willing to do this. And they don't know how to do this stuff themselves. So if you can provide the service for them, you're gonna be in a good spot. So just try and find a phrase that has some volume to it. If you wanna go for something more than 20 per month, that's probably good to go for more. But I mean, any volume is something because there's gonna be lots of other keywords too. Like people aren't just gonna be searching for dentist, they might type in dental office and you could look at that. They might type in family dentist. They might type in dental implant Cedarburg, right? Try all these different keywords and just kind of decide which one you want to go after. And you can kind of base it off of the search volume. And that's usually a good metric to kind of help make your initial decision. So once you have that, what we're going to do is we're going to leverage this search string that I was telling you about. Now, specifically, what we're looking for is we're looking for listings, and these are listings here. This Today's Dentistry, Cedarburg Family Dentistry, Daniel C. Garcia. Those are all listings, right? But these three are not listings we're interested in working with because they're already ranking. We want to find someone who's not in the top 3, and we want to put them here in this spot. Now, one way to do that is to find a low-hanging fruit company, someone that you don't have to do a lot of changes to, meaning that they're not far below. Maybe they're number 4 or number 5 or number 6 or number 7, and it's not going to take much to get them to rank. So what I like to do is I like to look for a little loophole so that I can basically make one change and help significantly impact their results. And this doesn't work 100% of the time, but it works a lot of the time. And when it does work, it's a really cool little trick that you can use. So here's what I'm talking about. If we can find a dentist, say in Cedarburg, who's not in the top 3, maybe they're in 5, 6, or 7 position, and we can find someone who's got what's called a duplicate listing. What that means is that they have another listing created somewhere that is maybe a slightly different variation of their name or a different address or a different phone number. Maybe they were in a different building and they moved, and instead of changing the address, they created an entirely separate listing. So what you have now is you have one listing over here and another listing over here. Now what usually ends up happening in those cases is Google penalizes the company because they have what's called duplicate content or a duplicate listing. So Google won't reward them and put them further in the search until they fix that issue, they correct it. So how do you fix it? Well, you spot where the duplicate listing is and then you delete one of them. You want to delete the one that's not performing as well, basically, the one that is lower in the search. And sometimes that alone, by fixing that issue, can cause them to boost up in the search result. And again, this doesn't work 100% of the time. There might be other tweaks you have to make. And I'll leave a link in the description of the video on some of those other tweaks. I have a free webinar that you can attend that kind of walks through what those other tweaks are. But this is a really good start in this video. So I recommend, kind of watching this video and see what I'm doing. So I don't want to delay anymore. Now that you understand the method and what we're doing, let's talk about this search string. Okay, so this is the search string here. I'm going to make it bigger so that you can see it. And if you want to pause the video and actually write this down, that would probably be a good idea. And what you're basically going to do is after this Q equals question mark, you're going to put your own input of text there. So let me show you an example. Let's go into the map pack. Again, we don't want to target any of these 3. They're already ranking. We're going to click more places. And again, don't pick any of the top 3. But what we're instead going to do is we're going to start checking the dentists that exist below that and see if they have a duplicate listing. And we're going to keep searching until we find one that has a duplicate listing. So the way we can do that is we can copy and paste their name. And we can start there. Now, I usually don't like to grab the entire name. And this works really well with like dentists, by the way, because a lot of times they will create listings under their name or they'll have another listing created under their business name. So if you can go after dentists or chiropractors or realtors, a lot of them work the same way, where they sometimes create a listing under their name, under their realty company name, and this is causing duplicate listing. Even though it's not exactly the same, it still has the same address or same phone number, and it causes that duplicate listing that I'm talking about. So sometimes I do multiple checks. I'll check once for their name. So basically what you want to do is you want to paste their name right here. So something like that. So it says Q equals Stevens Bruce. And you're going to take this entire search string now, open up a new browser tab, and just paste it in. And what will happen is you can see it found exactly that. So this one didn't have any duplicate listings, at least not under his first name. Now we could do another search for either his address or for his phone number. Let's just try the phone number once, just to give you another example, and then we'll move on to a different one. I usually recommend taking the parentheses out if you're going to do the phone number and just making it with the hyphens. So just like this. Let me make this bigger too so that it's the same size. Okay, so that's how I would perform this search. So let's try this one. Okay, it still pulled the same listing. So if there was a duplicate found, it basically wouldn't have shown just one listing. It would instead have shown 2 or 3, or depending on how many duplicates there were. So this is not a good lead. So we're going to go back and we're going to try the next one. So Little Sprouts Dental. Okay, so I'm going to grab their phone number for this one. And we're going to paste it here. Let's make it bigger so that we can see it. And let's remove the parentheses and instead make it a hyphen. And we're going to copy and paste the whole thing now into a new tab. Okay, here we go. We just found one that has a duplicate listing here. So you could see he's got one name ranked under his name, and then he's got another one ranked under Little Sprouts Dental. So this is a prime example of what I was talking about how sometimes dentists will rank one, they'll create 2 listings, one under their business name and one under their regular name. Okay, so if we went and we removed this other listing here, we probably could, that might be enough to boost him up. He only needs to boost up 1, 2, 3 spots. And that might be enough to give him a 3-spot boost to push him into the 3-pack. And now, with that alone, we can start collecting $1,000 every single month, because now he's going to be getting new leads in the door, people who need root canals, dental implants. And he'll keep paying us for as long as we keep him ranked there. And again, sometimes it takes more than just doing this, but a lot of times this works. A lot of times this little loophole is enough. And I will leave more in the description below this video talking about some of the other things that you can do as well. It'll be in the first line of the description. Okay, so there was one example. Let's see if we can find another example. Let's take, so this was him right here. This was his duplicate one right here. So pretty interesting. Let's try this one. I'm going to try their name this time. So Hoj and Jarzembinski. We're going to copy that, paste it into a new window. Oh, wow. So look at this one. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like at least probably 3, probably 4 maybe. At least 3. This one is a software company, and this one looks like it might be someone different because this is Beth. But there's definitely 1, 2, and 3 Henry Hoj dentists. So we need to go in and delete 2 of the duplicate listings here in this one, in this scenario. So that's probably going to give him a major boost because he's got duplicate listing penalties for not 1, but 2. So he's got 2 duplicate listings aside from his main one. So again, we would come in and look at which one is the highest ranking, and it's obviously this one right here. And then we would go in and we would delete, this one, the Hoj Henry DDS, and Dr. Henry Hoj DDS, so that he's got only 1 listing. And that's going to take care of his duplicate listing penalty and hopefully boost him up into the 3-pack, and we could start collecting that $1,000. So guys, if you go out there and you land 1 client like this, you're going to make $1,000 in a single day just by doing this. And you could rinse and repeat this as many times as you want. All right, so I want to talk to you about how you actually go about deleting a listing. So the first step is you need to either claim the listing or you have to have them give you manager access over it. And if you don't know how to do that, if you don't know how to instruct them to give you manager access over the listing, all you need to do is go to Google and search Google My Business, add a user. And you're going to see this support document pop up. It's going to say add and remove listing owners and managers. And the process is really simple, but you can just follow this article, click the desktop version. You're going to sign in to Google My Business. You're going to go to manage location and you're going to click users and you're going to click invite new manager. So that's all they have to do. It's literally a 4-step process. And then that will allow you to access the listing. So once you're inside of your account and you have it in there, I'm going to use this one as an example. It's just a demo listing that I created. It's not a real company. And the rest of my clients are going to be blurred out. But what you're going to do is you're going to click that and you're going to come up to actions up here and you're going to click permanently closed. And then you're going to click mark permanently closed. And then after you do that, you can check the box again, come under actions, and you can click remove location and then select remove. Okay, and that's going to remove that duplicate listing. And it may take a little while for the changes to reflect and be totally 100% completed. Give it a week or 2. But that is going to be hopefully enough to boost them up in the 3-pack and get that ranking that you're looking for. Again, the leads that you can find that are closer to the top 3, that have duplicate listings are going to work a lot better for this method. So if you can find someone who's in the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th position, that's going to be killer. That's going to have a lot better chance of working. All right, guys, so there you have it. That is the method. That is how you make $1,000 in a day from Google. Go out there, implement it, take action on it. Again, a lot of the time you're going to see great success with this, but sometimes you're going to have to do some other things. And if you want to know what those things are, I put together a free workshop for you. It's in the first line of the description. You can go, you can attend that, you can learn a lot more about it, and I'd love to have you in there. It's going to be awesome. But guys, until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to smash the like button. Don't forget to be subscribed so that you get notified of my next video. Hit the bell icon. But we'll see you next time. I am Paul James. Peace out.